Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Oh yeah.
You ready to go?
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
You can hear everything. What do you mean this only went slightly better? Who knows how many of our people got massacred when we first encountered the Ket, and these people are just like, hey, yeah, we're not letting you in right away, which is pretty reasonable, honestly. Honestly, this is like one of the most uneventful first contacts I've ever seen in fiction.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to... just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jael has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jael?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with PB. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jael?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jael's told me about these two worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions, a shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect a remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists. Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jael wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Jael, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
There we go. That one in particular seems kind of important. Oh, full roster. I guess that means he's our last party member we're getting too. No more new aliens. Any vidcons? Nope. Not gonna, call in home about first contact a little bit? Just mention that? No? It's okay, we're just Pathfinder. We wouldn't want to tell everyone at home that we found aliens that aren't the Ket. You know, so we can take them to that, you know, the cultural center. Remember the cultural center? We should take them to the cultural center. Take our friend to the cultural center so we can get brainwashed.
Still compiling my first impressions. But even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait for my first session with Jael.
Try not to scare him away, huh?
Weird. So you can see him over there, the background, but his voice is coming over here from like comms on the wall, I guess. Like, I guess whenever people talk to each other, they must broadcast their voice over the entire ship, weirdly, or something. I don't know. I could hear Liam's voice coming from that room over there when he's standing right here, and they're just talking to each other. Not sure how that stuff's supposed to work. It's weird. Let's check around. Is there any dialogue about, like, you know, first contact?
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we should have our new alien friend try visiting, you know, movie night. A fun little cultural exposure, huh? So we're given 2 planets. One of them's a war zone with the cat. The other one, much more promising and interesting. It's the home planet of these new aliens. And because of the remnant influence that seems to be there, it's also basically guaranteed to be another another vault location, right?
Need something?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, the extent to which they have talk about the new aliens is more variable than expected, I suppose. There's Liam and Lexi. Jael. He's over here. Over here. Oh, you guys were talking about the alien right outside the door to the alien. Classy.
So, Jael.
So,
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
And you're alien to us. So there. We have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
Care to elaborate?
I do not.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate, add deciphering alien psychology.
What plate?
Exactly. See you later.
Oh, we're gonna do that now. The whole we don't understand each other's phrasings and stuff. Oh yeah, this is where they have the weird scans. What? Can I scan this? What? Did they give me something? I'm like scanning stuff on my own ship now. I hope Sam already knows about what's on my ship.
Yes?
What's your story, Jael? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
That's interesting. Thank you. That's enough. Until we've established a better trust with each other.
Now that's pretty fitting. The really standoffish nature. You try to share even a little bit about yourself, and the response is basically, yeah, great, stop talking. He's exactly as awkward as he should be in this situation.
So much biodiversity and the waterfalls. Just like Sirkesh.
You guys have that much time to find out? That was quick. Good scanners, I guess. Whoa. Remtech. From PB to writer. Thanks to the remnant storage box from the EOS vault, all I need is one particular piece of Remtech to complete my project. My scanner located what I need on Voeld. If we have a chance, can we go find it? BB. Acknowledge. And mark as read. Oops, sorry, I meant archive. Okay, so it immediately gets added to your queue, your quest, and I don't have to ask her about it necessarily. Communication from Jael Amadarab. Already? From Jael to writer, Pathfinder writer, a manifest of items that I have brought aboard your ship, the Tempest. Blankets and bedding in the event your unfamiliar alien bedding is insufficient or uncomfortable. A small number of personal projects. These are bits and pieces of Angaran tech and weaponry. 25 jugs of nourishment paste. This will need to be replenished regularly. Armor, including my 2 Rofjin, unknown, alt, cape, suspenders, and equipment to repair them. 5. Vials of salves, creams, and perfumes. I can provide your science officer with a list of ingredients if that is required. I've also brought my personal weapon, a cat rifle. I have been issued an Omni tool, which I am currently calibrating. I hope this list is compliant. Yeah, I don't think anyone's done this yet, so he's proactive, at the very least. From Liam to Ryder. Come by when you got a minute? I got an idea I want to run by you. It might help everyone deal with the craziness around here. Costa. Interesting. So Liam sent me an email about movie night before I even came and contacted him. So maybe I don't have to worry about too much about whether I'm missing dialogue here and there if this kind of stuff pops up as its own email first. Might help keep track of the stuff because they're so scattered everywhere. From PB to writer. Hey writer, hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I just really like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me when I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure it's got some sort of data on it. The trick is how to get it. I'll keep you updated. PB. I wonder if she has anything to say about that. She's right here. Might as well check. She's not here. Never mind. Forgot about that detail. She just kind of warps around. That's fine. Let's go take a look around. I'm curious about their home planet. That seems like a more interesting place to start. Can I scan? Should I be scanning, honestly? Considering this is a planet that is somebody else's? Is that their... Yeah, that's the landing zone. That's the, that's just the, dock we've been to.
I'm picking up something.
So which one's this one? There's Fetvun. That's just everything we haven't scanned yet, basically, huh? Alright, to review. Travel to Havarl and Voeld. Let's see. Well, this should be the hellscape, right? Meet the resistance. It's not a terrible idea to go to that one for the purpose of meeting the resistance. It's not a terrible idea, sure. Either Havarl or Voeld. Is it a branching path, or do I end up doing both? Or can I do both regardless? Let's go find the scientists and visit a cool planet we've never gotten to see before, and maybe learn about their home. That seems like a good plan. Right after make sure I know the name. Havarl. And is Havarl in the system? It's not, is it? Okay. What's the scanner pointing me at? Oh, something way out here.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
A huge mineral deposit. I'll take it. Beryllium, 150. There we go. Okay. So Voeld and the other one is there. Havarl scientists are in Ferrong. We're going halfway across the galaxy with this jump. How fast can we go, is what I'm wondering.
This is home. Our ancestors came from this system. From Havarl. It looks so small from here.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh, the anomaly is the sun?
Probes launched.
Did I somehow get out of the... Oh, I somehow got slightly out of range. Whoops.
Probes launched. I found something.
Alright, what is it? That thing? Oh. It's a comet. There's just a really wide window for that stuff. Wow. Oh, platinum. 18. Not even a significant amount. That was odd. We scanned the entire solar system and got 18 platinum out of it. I feel like I get a better haul out of my average mining operation when I'm on the surface. So I'm just sitting here wondering, like, how did I get that much out of that? Or how was that worth scanning, I wonder? Let's zoom on over. Not a lot to go with scanning here. So here's the landing zone. Let's see what we can do. We got 2 missions here. We have the Havarl scientist thing and recovering the past. A similar operation, actually. Oh, right, this whole situation. Oh, right, I probably need to actually equip a new weapon, right? Got the Incisor equipped, but I've got, like, crazy guns now. The Widow, too. Let's have some fun with that, huh? I have a basic pistol. Do I have anything better yet? Not necessarily. How's weight doing? Just want to compare how it affects things. It would appear that our melee weapons don't affect weight at all. Ah, veteran Cora. Probably should swap some of you guys out with new people, right? So, let's bring in Jael. Be weird if I didn't bring him. And let's bring in... Well, we're probably dealing with scientists and stuff, so let's bring Peebee along. She's classified as a rogue academic. I've got 3 characters added to the party so fast, I haven't had a chance to use them all. And I will continue not to be able to use them all, because I still have the Krogan waiting in the background. We'll have to give these characters some equipment bonuses when we get there. Oh. Midas Touch and Tabula Rasa. So I've got a few paint job options here. Is that Chromie or something? I think it is. Low maintenance, high panache. I like Tabula Rasa. So we'll keep it there for now. I believe I have better armor now. There's a Deep Space Explorer, Pathfinder Helmet 2. Damage resistance and weapon accuracy. Yeah, that's the full set I grabbed, I believe. Yep. There we go. If I want to, I can go with a different helmet. This is 3% resistance, 8 weapon accuracy, or 10% encounter experience. I can go without a minor experience boost, I think. I'm fine without that. Alright, looking a little different.
Sending the nav point for Dar Palev. That's where the Moshai's team should be. It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Oh god, we're landing on the Zerg planet. This is a problem. I like how this game is all like, what, first contact with humanoids? Whatever. Crazy flying flesh beasts? Moment of awe. Well, we got our first contact awe moment. It was just not the one I expected. Man, I look different now. Alright, let's switch. Oopsie. My bad. Guess who... You spend a little time on all these different planets and you forget how to change weapons. There we go. Ooh. We're gonna have some fun with that. I'm still amused by this 3D effect of being able to change shoulders when I'm in a scope. Alright, see what we can find, huh?
Whoa! Look at all these plants! The vault must be fully operational here.
It is beautiful. But the wilds can also be deadly.
I don't necessarily think he's gonna betray us, but I do think he's hiding stuff from us actively. And that could be a problem. It's nice to see different buildings that aren't the same prefab on EOS, though. They probably did the right thing by making us immediately make alien contact. Can I hop through this window? Uh-huh. I was curious. Alright, actually using a door now. Oh, there you go. Hi, I'm an alien. Just walking into your base, unannounced. Don't mind me. Oh.
None
Now I'm
of
gonna...
these readings show any change. How could there not be a change?
You seem unfazed. I'm gonna scan your technology now for my own benefit. A solar heater. And that's about it. Oh. Ionic cleaning chamber. Alright, well you're thoroughly underwhelmed by my presence so far. Notes. Assistant Torvar. Translated from Shalash. An incredible find out in the field last week. A shuttle from before the Scourge surfaced down in the ravine. From afar, it looks like the crash site is remarkably preserved, especially to have withstood Havarl's elements. I know Kieran tasked me with studying the monolith, but maybe I could make my way down and check it out, just a peek, to see if there's anything for Ravela. Just as a minor note, it's not necessary to keep telling me that what I'm reading is translated, because everything's translated in this game. If I talk to anyone who's not human, then I'm using it through a translator. That's how Mass Effect works. We don't speak quote unquote common like in Star Wars. We just all have translators all the time, and we just don't really acknowledge it.
Jael, what are you doing here, in the company of these people?
Kieran, this is Pathfinder Ryder, from a long way away. Ryder, Kiran Dowles, lead scientist at Dar Panev.
I just have to say, Havarl is beautiful.
The planet's beauty is the least of my current concerns.
Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of Remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
They'd make good friends for Liara then.
Are they still alive?
Vitals remain steady and neural patterns resemble those exhibited in deep sleep. We subjected them to various stimuli, injections of Kachari, nothing worked.
Let Ryder try. He's worked the Remnant tech inside a vault. Or so he says.
Ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. But if you think the alien can help, I'll set skepticism aside. The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again.
What's blowing your robes around? Is there like a really strong fan pointing at you in here? We're indoors right now. Just curious. Maybe it's just super light material, so every time he fidgets just a tiny bit, it just violently wobbles in every direction. Well, everyone's busy doing stuff, even if they are underwhelmed by me.
I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
I'm ready to prove my people are good allies.
A strong statement that doesn't answer my question. My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
These house guests, I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators, too many to face alone.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this.
I kind of wonder now how the translators work. Like, do they manifest different source languages as different, like, different Earth accents? You definitely get oh, look at that really bright mask she's wearing. I haven't seen that until just now. She has like a face mask, and does her mask go across her head fringes? It looks like it does, yeah. That's a trip. So both of you are apparently types of aliens that don't have to wear full face masks. That you just need breathers, and hers go along her fringes. Huh. But yeah, I'm curious because a lot of the voices sound like a lot of the voices we get from different aliens often sound like different accents that already exist on Earth. Like the Prothean from Mass Effect 3 was a pretty big case of that. And I kind of wonder if that's supposed to be like part of how the translator works to help you understand that they're different races and different source languages, is to have them manifest in a different accent or something. Hello. A lot going on here. And a report from Aya on the bottom? I guess these are all just general messages, aren't they? Let's see, translated from Shlesh. Kiran Pavoa. Good to hear the Ket haven't reached your research post. We're not so lucky here. They're practically swarming the old temples, trying to dismantle the remnant tech. We're trying to fight them off, but even with resistance and reinforcements, there are just too many of them. Commander called the retreat. I know you had your eye on those temples, but there's nothing we can do. We're closing the area down. No one goes in, nothing comes out. Be careful, Kiran. It's a tough world out there. Response to crash site. Luge. Thank you so much for bringing this to my attention. A crash site that's that well preserved. I'd give anything to see it. I'll see if I can send someone capable to check it out. It'll probably be well protected. And please, make sure Torvar doesn't hear about it. I know he'll want to take a look himself, and he's not equipped to deal with the danger involved. I'd never forgive myself if he got injured trying to help. Stay safe over there. Wishing you sunny skies. Avela. Kieran. This is a difficult request. I'm sure you heard about the attack at Site 7. The loss of Dr. Vereshov was a blow to the entire science community, and now many of Site 7's researchers are displaced and in need of a new post. Sounds like 7's the unlucky number for them and us, apparently, in this game. Most will head for Aya to Aya for recovery, but some will want to continue working here on Havarl. I recommend your camp as suitable transition point. I know resources are thin, but your site is the only one the Ket have ignored. I don't want to put these people in danger so soon after they witness the death of their superior, and I'm sure you could use the help on your monolith project. Think it over. Give me your response tomorrow. Stay safe. Mendel. Be safe. Kieran, you're safe, right? I heard the Ket attacked the old city again. I know you're on the other side of the planet, but that's still too close. Between the wildlife and the remnant, Havarl is a dangerous place. Molly and Nestar worry about you. I worry about you. Your work is important, I understand that, but promise your old mother that the resistance tells you to evacuate you listen. None of this knowledge is worth the risk nonsense. I mended too many of your broken bones when you were young. It's time to you give me a break. This is your mother, who misses you. Report from Aya. Rachel, I've attached the data gathered from your efforts on Aya to map the Scourge. We've found a few irregularities during our research, dust mostly, but you may want to look into it. If the material isn't a match for any of the worlds in Helios, it would support your theory on colony worlds. This is all speculation, of course. You'll need to send someone out there to collect samples, but I figured it's worth a shot. If we're going to solve the mystery of our past, we need to work together. Stars guide you. Marco. Okay, so they just sound like humans, basically. So far, we'll see. One of the main incentives to push forward and try to gain their trust is so we can learn who the hell these people are and how their society works.
What's he doing here?
Jael seems taken aback. But one of the reasons to gain their trust is just so we can actually get a chance to learn what the hell their culture and societies and rules and how this whole works for them.
What?
Is everything all right? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation? You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, you can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. It shouldn't have taken more than a day, but things never go according to schedule, do they?
You don't seem to like Havarl very much.
Havarl's other regions suit me just fine, but here... Oh no, I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Palev was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
Well, there's a new one. A scientific mind confronted with alien life and immediately is like, could you go away and not talk to me? Don't mind me, I'm just robbing you. Yay! I got all your stuff. Working title, Pilav's Decline. Let's see. Established in the shadow of remnant buildings, Pilav was a center of trade and learning. Anyone who wished to observe working remnant monoliths was directed here. Deep within the tunnels of remnant ruins, we could hear the hum of mysterious machines, their purpose unknown. Scribbled in the margins. True dramatic? This is a history book, not a thriller. Note to self. Mention that the entire Dar was overtaken by the jungle, with the only thing still standing being a small restored area that's used as a research outpost. Also mention the remnant areas we're still told to avoid. Navoa Sabai. Bye Tavum for Anilin. Now let's get out of here before they realize I robbed them.